Good morning, y'all. What it do, surprise Shawty crew? My Daizee loves. Happy Sunday. So on my other platforms, I was telling them like a couple of months ago that God was telling me like keep my own hands in my hair, and it has really made a difference. Like, that's not what this video is about, but I just wanted to let y'all know that because doing my own hair has really made a difference, and it's finally getting back to how it used to look. My hair was healthy and thriving and growing, and then I started letting other people do it, and yeah, no. So just be very mindful if you are going to let other people be in your head. Like, please pray about it and make sure they have a very genuine, sincere spirit towards you. But now that I've took a break from that, my hair is literally like thriving again. Anyways, I was thinking this morning to myself, like, wow, like I'm really digging my vibe lately. Like, me personally, I don't care if anybody else does. I don't care if a man is watching me and he's digging the vibe, right? Like, I dig the vibe. And every time I see the comment on social media, like, I wish Keisha Cole knew she was Keisha Cole, I can't help but feel like I'd be like, yeah, I wish a lot of y'all knew who y'all were. Like, I wish Megan knew who Megan was. And I still struggle with imposter syndrome. Like, even when I wrote that post this morning, it was like, oh, I guess I'm finna be helping y'all you know, go through the stuff that I've already endured. I've already been doing that for 3 years. Like, I don't know what it is in me that thinks like I haven't done enough, I haven't done anything, I haven't, like, I don't know what that is, but I hope that breaks off of me here soon. But I'm really falling in love with like myself. I've had moments like this before, I've had seasons like this before, but this is like, no, like, girl, I really love you. Like, I love you, right? And so I'm not gonna let nobody come over here and change that narrative. Coaching activity that I want to do is like for myself. What is the narrative? Like, how are you gonna know if somebody's coming over here trying to change it if you don't know what it is yourself? Like, what is the narrative? And I had to learn the narrative, and I had to really let God talk to me this year about who I was. I was telling my mom, like, everything that I watched was helping me in some way, and I was able to identify, like, girl, that's you. And sometimes even my mom will be like, you know, you've always been like this, and it takes her telling me that because I don't even see it in myself. I don't realize it for myself. Like, I wish MegMeCheyell knew she was MegMeCheyell. And the reason they say that about Keisha Cole is because, like, girl, you are the Keisha Cole. You would not be over here crying over these men mistreating you if you knew who you were. Right. That too. I also remember telling y'all that God was saying, like, you know, like, curate your life, like the vibe, the lifestyle, the playlist, the music, like, create it. Like, he gives you the power to do that, even if you're like me, because this is something I was reflecting on lately too. I'm 30, so once I started saying, like, I started repeating my age to myself, it's because so many people didn't want me to grow up. So many people didn't want me to be able to make decisions for myself and to be able to get out from underneath their thumb, like what we was talking about in the video the other day. But I'm grown, and I had to remind myself, and not only are you 30, you've been taking care of yourself and paying all your bills for 6 going on 7 years. Like, you are the boss in your life. You're not emotionally dependent on anybody. You're not financially dependent on anybody, Megan. Like, God has blessed you to be able to take care of yourself. So why should anybody feel like they can come over here and manipulate and control what's going on? I don't have no ties to nobody. Like, this is really quite free. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm very free. And so you don't need anybody's permission to grow up, to be mature, to take control over your own life, whether it is straight up the authority over Jezebel in your life and in your territory. But you don't need anybody's permission. You don't need anybody's permission or approval but God's, no matter what it is, to pursue your dreams, to chase your goals. And so you may be you'll see other people do it, and then you'll get mad, and you know you're not mad at them. You mad at yourself because you're sitting there not doing what God has told you to do, what God has blessed you to do, because he also been talking to me about that. You got so many gifts and skills and talents that I have given you, child, that come to you so easy, so natural, and you don't even realize that that's how I've blessed you to do this, and make this, but you don't even realize, because it comes, one, so easy to you, but because I think we overcomplicate what God really be trying to do in our lives. I really do. And you don't even realize that you're sitting on all of this stuff that I've already unlocked. So you just got to move, do, and be. You got to be you. And that imposter syndrome And that's something you take a look at when you're doing coaching. You have to affirm yourself. That's what me and my cousin was just talking about. I asked her that, and I had told her, like, I had to do that this year. One of my favorite shows that I watched while I was sick, and I feel like God used that time tremendously because I couldn't do nothing. I was just laying there for a long time, was Ashley Garcia. I don't know the second part of the title, but it's on Netflix. And she's this young girl, and she's so smart. She's in STEM. She works for, or maybe does stuff for NASA, I feel like. But she's very, very smart. And I could relate to that. And she was cute and quirky. And I was watching it like, girl, that's you. Like, all the stuff that you admire or you see and you think is cute, especially for me if it's somebody that's younger than me. And that's why I am so very passionate about encouraging and speaking that life, passionate about speaking to that in them, because you don't have to wait until you're a certain age to pursue your dreams, to utilize your talents, to let your gifts make room for you. You don't have to wait until you're grown to do that. Like, I'm like, there's so much I could have been doing when I was in high school. There's so much I could have did when I was in college, and that's why I'm passionate about that, because you don't want to be the person that looks back and you're bitter and salty and jealous of those younger than you pursuing different things, but you want to be the person that was setting the example for them and telling them, like, yeah, go do it. I love when people tell me that, like, be better than me. And I remember the first person that told me that, because I loved her. I was so inspired by her. I looked up to her. I want to be just like her. And I remember her telling me that, like, be better than me. But you got to be you. That's what me and my cousin was saying. And that's why I don't understand jealousy and competition and stuff, because if you're in competition with anybody, you're going to automatically lose, because you can never be them. You can only be you. Like, I wish you knew you were you. I really do, because then you would move different and you would let God move in your life and know that was your power, right? And so for me, it's like all that stuff that I've hesitated on doing, all those ideas, all those things, it's like, and God just be waiting on you, and it'll take off. Now, don't get me wrong, you still got to learn and grow in the process, but you just really got to trust him and move and be you, and he gonna bless it. And I know that. Y'all ask me how I know that, because he's done it for me in a lot of different ways, in a lot of different areas, with a lot of other different projects. So it's like, why would I not trust him to pursue other things? Why would I not? But the greatest project, come on, Holy Spirit, it's you. It's you. Thank you, Lord. Like that, he is giving you that power to do that in your life. Curate it. You are your greatest project, like, for real. And he wants, I think he's telling me, like, this was supposed to be fun for you. Like, this was always supposed to be fun for you. It's supposed to be fun for all of us. It was supposed to be a fun experience, a fun process, and one where you lean on him and you discover you and you work on you and with him. Like, it was supposed to be fun. And I feel like I just got to that place, like, you know, I actually kind of like this. Like, okay, I should have been did that. And I know if I look back and I see how I got distracted in all those different relationships, like, baby, there's no telling where I could have been had I not got distracted by these folks, right? But it's okay. You live and you learn, and you got to be able to smile about it. I've been laughing about everything lately. Everything, because it's God getting the last laugh. This is Megan getting the power in her life, and I pray that y'all get it in yours. You'll look back and be like, I should have stood up for myself sooner. I should have spoke up for myself sooner, right? Because, baby, at least the last 6-7 years, because you've been paying all your bills, every last one of them. Wasn't nobody in control of you this whole time. Like, it's you, sis. God take care of you. Like, so I don't know. That's just what I've been thinking about this morning, and I pray if I ever needs it, truthfully, honestly, because it's, guys, like, I wish you knew who you were. I wish you knew you was MegMeCheyell. I wish MegMeCheyell knew she was MegMeCheyell. And when you know who you are, you move like who you are. Like, I love when people know who they are. I love when people have a good, who does she think she is moment, right? Like, and that's what you need to be doing. You need to be moving like you know who you are, unapologetically. And the people that be hating, let them wonder who you think you is. I'm exactly who I think I am. The MegMeCheyell. And I'll pray that over everybody who watches me, that you know that about you. And you move like you, who God has blessed you to be. Everything about you. This is your life. This is your, and I remember that prayer some years ago, like, you know what? God, I feel like I'm living somebody else's life. And that's when he started breaking all types of stuff open for me and away from me. Like, all right, now she wanted some of her life, and my life has been different ever since then, and I know it's more. That's the crazy part, because lately I'm like, it's more. And when I woke up the other day, he told me, you have to change. You had to change to receive it, no matter what he was talking about. Like, and that's why I feel like it's more, because I've been changing so much, and it's like, oh, I can feel you trying to send more over here. You have to change to receive it. You have to be who he needs you to be in that place, but also he needs you to be you so that you can receive the blessings that he has custom made for you. Okay, and I just love that. I think it's gonna be a great holiday season. I pray y'all take the time to reflect and write things down, but I also pray that y'all book consultations and coaching sessions with me, because I love doing this. I love doing this for myself, and I love doing this for other people. Like dream catcher, that's what I do. I want to live the life of my dreams. Okay, so I love y'all. I gotta go on to church. See y'all later.